Did you miss team games? Because I did. Age of Empires 2 Definitive Edition came out November, well, 7th for me, 14th for the rest of the world, and it's only 1v1s. The queuing system is pretty solid for 1v1s, but there's no way of knowing who your opponents are going to be, and so these top teams have not been able to play team games against each other, or just enjoy it in the same way they once did, and that means for me, I haven't been able to cast games. Well, guess what? There is a mod out there. His name is Kiwimulletboy, and Kiwi loves team games, and so he contacted the Chinese and Finnish players to see if they've been playing games, and they were. It's hard to believe it's been so long before we've done team games, but guys, we have it. Finland versus China. Now, unfortunately, I don't know who this yellow player is, but let me introduce the players. We have Arabia, 3v3. The legend, Yupe, he's in the blue. He is playing as the Vietnamese. His pocket is Max. Max is playing as the Mayans. Oh, that's going to be interesting. And then on the other side, another town center dropper is Rubenstock. Rubenstock is playing as the Spanish. For the Chinese team, we have Fang Xing. Now, this guy's also known as Paladin, which might be confusing because he does not have a Paladin civ, but he's a popular Chinese figure. He's been known in the community for years. Very, very solid team game player. I think, in fact, he's like top 5 or something in the world on DE rankings anyways. He weakens his elephant with his TC. He finishes it off with the villagers to eat it. It shows you just how talented he is. Lix, you might recognize this guy teaming up with Mr. Yo frequently in 2v2s. Another very strong Chinese player. I would say probably 3rd in China. You have Yo, maybe Vivi, Tim, or Lix. I'm not sure, but he's really good. And then we have this guy. I don't know who this guy is. I don't think it was Vivi. It's possible it was Tim. China has so many good players, but whoever this guy is he's playing as the Tatars. And I apologize for not doing my homework, but forgot to ask. So the big thing I want to talk about here is what normally happens in the pocket position and what civs are in the pocket position. So flanks are the players on the edge. So that'd be yellow versus blue. That'd be purple versus red. Pockets are Lix. Lix is playing as the Incas. And then Max is playing as the Mayans. So years back, what would happen is, if you were Mayans pocket, is you would just fast castle. And it would be up to the other team to try and slow down that pocket player to slow them and prevent them from getting to plumed archers. You can't do that now. The meta's too aggressive. Everyone got really good. Everyone figured out that full feudal play from all players in a team game makes sense. And so, in most cases, the pocket players, if they had a civ that had horses, they would always go scouts. Very fast, very mobile. You can get to whichever flank you need to or get to the enemy pocket. Both teams have a meso pocket. So I don't know what the play here is going to be. I mean, Lix could go towers, but he's going to have to run a long way to get there. He could go fast castle, but then he's not going to be able to support his team if Max goes forward and he doubles one of the flanks. I just don't know. But, you know, it's always something to bring up in team games like this. And are you kidding me? I haven't seen any... No way, man. Yupe's gonna town center drop yellow. I didn't think this would happen. Well, both Rubenstock and Yupe are known for douching or dropping their town center and deleting it on enemies. And this is just for distraction. It's basically Yupe saying, all right, I'm going to take yellow out of the game while you do your thing, Max. There's 3 games, and if you guys want all the games, I'll upload them. But I did not expect this to be the case. Now, Yupe, he knows where his opponent's town centers are because he's Vietnamese. He knows exactly where it is. This is Yellow's point of view. Now, Yellow just pulled his scout back. And Yellow's looking to go for a drush. Yupe, you have to delete your town center at home now. He just did. So you delete your town center at home, and then you build one forward. This is Yellow's point of view. Surprise. You're playing Yupe. I did the first team game I cast on DE. is a town center drop. And the funny thing is, Yellow's not on his way to feudal because he started drushing. So, I don't know what his decision's going to be here. On the other side, Ruben Stock is going for militia, so it will be man-at-arms for him. Feng Xing, or Paladin, is... He's Chinese. Okay, he must be going for scouts. Green is in feudal. And... Oh my goodness! He's gonna tower rush Yuppie! That's hilarious! That's hilarious! He's going to tower rush the guy who doesn't have a town center here anymore. Wow. How many times during my evening of YouTube content creation, I know this is a bit weird for you guys because you're going to see it all on different days, but how many times tonight am I going to say, I've never seen this before? By the way, Max is going for Fast Castle or Archers or something that did not require him to be in feudal age yet. Okay. Yuppie needs to bail here, and he needs to make sure he has enough wood for another lumber camp. But I think this is good for Finland. Because Yuppie, he's the punching bag. So, you know, he's taking damage from... he's distracting Yellow, and Lix is focusing on him. Now, normally this strategy, this TC drop strategy, works well in situations where you have more HP on your town center. Like your Byzantines, or your Persians, or maybe Teutons, because you can garrison more in your TC. No, that's not... Vietnamese have no bonus for this, except for knowing where the enemy TC is. Yuppie just does it. And it's all about who runs out of wood first. So Yuppie's repairing while collecting wood. He did build a new lumber camp, and now... I imagine... Where's Green at? Oh, okay. So Yuppie is probably said to Max on TeamSpeak, hey, now all that pressure's coming towards you. So be careful. And Max is going to be making eagles. On the other side, the man-at-arms and the scouts from Yuppie are here. And Yuppie's fine. More than fine, actually. Because he's walling at home. Wow, both blue and yellow are about to run out of wood with the repairs. It takes a lot of wood to repair. Oh, they both did at the same time? That's crazy. 11 lumberjacks. Yuppie has 11 lumberjacks. Wow. And Green, Lix, his Civ is a special one for forwards like this. Inca villagers are affected by the blacksmith upgrades, so Max has got to be careful. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to do. I think Yuppie's gonna win here. Yuppie will win here. I think. Is yellow bails. Yuppie wins the town center war. Lix has 5 kills, 3 deaths. He's done okay. Man, that armor's so strong. And then we have an archer follow-up from Rubenstock, which is fascinating because you would never expect Spanish archers because they don't get crossbow. Woo! This game has been a mouthful. But Yuppie's not finished. Yuppie's gonna Vil fight the man. He's gonna Vil fight Yellow now. It's so annoying to play Yuppie. It's 18 villagers for both. Yuppie just wants to take Yellow out of the game. He has that much faith in Max. When you have Max as a teammate, you believe you can do anything. You believe you can fly. Oh my goodness. Yuppie's creating more vills, and Yellow can't do that. Yuppie also stole these farms. So now Yellow... Oh, he built a TC over here. Okay, so Yellow walls in these lumberjacks. Yuppie now sees that Yellow has a town center. The archers and skirmishers from Rubenstock are getting some kills here. And he is fletching and armor. Purple doesn't have upgrades. Man, what a ridiculous game here. Finnish Age of Empires 2 players are just a different breed. But it could be the same could be said for the Chinese players. They're crazy. And Lix is coming back forward with more vills, and he also has armor. Ay. The only players who are playing this remotely standard are on the left side, and Rubenstock and Feng Xing are pretty close in position right now. The good thing, though, is that Rubenstock has skirms with armor. This armor skirms will hold up. I think Feng Xing will make his own, though, just equal the numbers, and he'll be fine. Yellow's eco... Sorry, there's not much of an overlay here. Seems to be better than Yupei's. If that even makes sense. And now Green's villagers are still running across the map. As Max is sending eagles towards Green. And, okay, I think that was a signal from the Chinese player. I should have checked, but that means that Lix will send his vills all the way to Rubenstock. And the Chinese players are probably saying, we need to keep Rubenstock off of stone so he doesn't get to conquistadors. Now, Rubenstock needs to be careful here because he, I believe, has overchopped. Yeah, he's definitely overchopped. Okay, and now he sees the units, and now he knows that, well, he's made a mistake here. And he's making a move back. His skirms are over here. He's kind of cut off military production. They might even need to invest into a tower here, just in case, but I would save whatever stone you can, and double check for holes, triple check for holes. Here comes Lix. Here is Max, and what's Rubenstock up to? Just farming. But Yellow is on his way to Feudal Age. Whoever he is, solid player. Definitely a known player. If you've been following the scene, I'm sure you would know who it is. Does Rubenstock see this? Okay, now he sees the villas. He has to react immediately. He has to react immediately with a tower. It's actually really unfortunate his villagers are on the opposite side of the stone because they have to run the whole way around here. I think we'll probably build a palisade gate perpendicular to that piece of wall. And build the tower. Spanish builders build faster. Okay, he's actually done something else here. Oh boy, that's not so good. Oh, but he has gone all the way over to Lix's base. Max was being walled out. And now Lix... Well, this is fascinating. Lix will fight this back with villagers, but that's a lot of villagers that are not collecting resources. I think Rubenstock will hold here. Man, I missed team games so much. But I also missed casting the Finnish players. And the Chinese players. Yellow and Yupei will probably turn this into fast castles, right? Yellow will go stable and market. I expect step lancers. Yupei, I don't know, but he's awfully close to Yellow, so he has to be careful. Lix is still in Feudal Age. What about Max? Max is on his way to Castle Age. So you're going to have... Let's break this down real quick, because this is probably making you dizzy at home. So, Yellow will be on top of Yupei. He's going to be stronger here. Then, Max is going to be stronger than Lix. And then, on the other side, it's even. Because you have Feng Xing with a lot of archers that he will upgrade. And then you'll have Rubenstock who... No, I take that back. I would say Feng Xing is actually ahead, because Rubenstock will not have the stone for a castle. And probably cannot make conquistadors. But he could go for elite skirm, and it would be a good move against purple. Oh wow, but Feng Xing expecting that is gonna make knights. Holy cow, the level of this game is something else. Just amazing. The amazing ability to adapt from Chinese and Finnish players is just crazy. There was a 2v2 World Cup, it was a year or two ago. It has the most views of any tournament except Hidden Cup 2 on my YouTube. And the 2v2 World Cup was something else. And the finals, I was Finland and China. And watch it if you haven't. I know the finals has a lot of views, but crazy. So, Rubenstock sends his elite skirms forward to see a partially built stable from Feng Xing. I think here's the play. Just dive in. Snipe as many vills as you can. All the while defending here. But yeah, I think you've got to do your best to snipe the vills because the skirms will die to knights. Yupei, I don't know. Yupei, you've got to wait for Max now. Max he's the king of Finland. He's a beast. And Yupei's just tower rushing to delay. And Here comes the Eagles from Max. See, this is the thing. Max has a free boom. The only person who has been untouched over the past 5 to 10 minutes is the Max. It all turns into that for Finland. Look at his base. 1 TC, 2 TC, about to be 3 town center economy, and he's pressuring yellow. Sorry to look away during that time, but you need to know that Max is going to destroy yellow if yellow doesn't get help, and yellow can't get help from Lix because Lix invested so much into attacking Yuppie, so much into attacking Max, and now he's attacking Rubenstock. There are the Vil counts, by the way. This is important. Max is the highest Vil count. Yellow has the lowest now. Wow. That was a lot. Rubenstock is now going for town centers. I'm pretty sure Max has just said, I've got this. Alright? I've got this. Don't stress it. You just boom. And don't rush to conquistadors. Don't let your economy take any more of a hit. Just boom. I can deal with all 3 of them. That's probably what he's saying. Actually, he's finished, so Max doesn't speak very much. But you know, when he does speak, whoa. He's probably saying, we've got this. I would love to be in TeamSpeak with, just listen in on Rubenstock, Yuppie, and Max. Because Rubenstock talks more than all the other Finnish players combined. He is a funny guy. Yuppie, he doesn't really talk much. He doesn't show, like, crazy amount of energy. And then Max is just like, he's about business. Just like Velez, my experience, another Finnish player. Just, he's there to win games. I actually got to meet them, by the way. So I got to meet Rubenstock. I had not met Yuppie. I met Rubenstock, Max, Velez, Zupi, Pike. It was a great experience hanging out with them. I actually was looking over Max's shoulder as he was town center dropping Vivi. And it got to the point where they were going to lose the game, and they were just doing it to bother Vivi. It was so funny watching them. They probably lost that game because of me talking in their ear. But this is now a castle drop from Yuppie. Yellow's at 19 population. Here comes some eagles from Lix, but it's just... It's so far behind Max's numbers. He's so far behind Max's boom. Max is 66 Vils. By the way, how silly is it that... I mean, I've had my complaints about DE and the overlay, and there are a lot of things that need to be fixed. But the fact that this orders the players out of team is just... Oh, man. It's one thing to, you know, have some of these other issues, but it doesn't even have the team structured on the overlay they gave us. It's crazy. I'm hoping to get these things fixed, guys. I mean, like I said, this is the first team game I've casted in 2 months, and I'm going to try and stay positive and wait for each and every update and hope for the best with it. But, you know, there's going to come a time in a few months if some of these issues still persist, or a lot of us are going to say, okay, why? You know, why not just get the new civs and features elsewhere? And I hope that day doesn't come. I want TE to work out. I really do. I do enjoy it. I genuinely enjoy the matchmaking, all of it, but there's also a lot of things that make me want to rip my hair out on a daily basis. So it's a bit like a relationship with my ex. Just kidding, alright? Lorena, it's just a joke. 83 villagers for Max. Fangzing's doing pretty good on this side, though. Rubenstock is only at 53 villagers. So Fangzing, he's probably China's one hope here. But Rubenstock is just gonna stall. He's also researching Redemption right now, so that means he can convert enemy siege, which I think is just a stall tactic. Just to keep purple away. Just to keep purple from killing him. Yuppie has probably been told to boom now. Oh no, he's not booming. He's ramming Yellow's town center. Yellow has built a new town center on this random hill. And he has to abandon this. No, Yuppie is going to wall in. Oh my god! Dude, what a play! He's walled in Yellow's vills. He stonewalled this. He's house walling now. Yellow doesn't have anywhere to go. except into the town center. Oh my goodness. Man, I would be cackling. I would be dying right now. Now, it's unfortunate he didn't get his Rattens here. Some of the vills are still going to make it, but that was still a beautiful play. I hear the monks healing, so I think the monks might go for conversion soon. Max is halfway to Imp, though. And Max will carry this one hard with Elite Eagle. I have no doubt about it. Their only hope, China, is if Max disconnects. And even then, I'm not too sure. You know what? If Max disconnects, they would actually be okay, but somehow doubt that's going to happen. Look at these Ratten archers. Look at their little hats. Their shields on their shoulder. It's nice. I like it. I'm gonna stay zoomed in on these guys. I say as I lose my viewers. More upgrades for Max right now. This is all before Elite Eagle. This is before El Dorado. This is before everything he'll be going for. Plus 2 knights. That is a lot of Machinels, and that is a lot of knights. Rubenstock could die to this over the next 5 minutes if Max does not help. And he's just hoping to hold and delay his death. I think it is inevitable that Max is going to push an Imp. And immediately, I guess the Chinese team was already talking about it. Immediately after seeing Max hits the Imperial Age, they resign. So let's back up. We had a town center drop. We had Vil fighting.
Monday?
We had we had Tower Rush, multiple players. Lix Tower Rushed everyone. But the problem child, the person he didn't do enough damage to, was the Max. Remember, the difference between them was that Lix's strategy was to go to Yupe. And Yupe wasn't really there. Yupe already handicapped himself. So that was not the correct target. Maybe if Lix would have gone immediately to Max, then he could have hit Max before Max was in feudal. Because there was... Let's see here. Here. So feudal time 10:59, 9:18. There was a minute, almost 2, where if Lix would have gone to Max, he could have Vil fought and Tower Rushed and maybe done some real damage. Max had a very slow build-up in this game. It's just so funny to me. Look at the feudal age time for Yupe. It's so funny to me that Yupe's town center drop basically made 2 players weaker than Max could be on his own. Incredible. And then Rubenstock and Fengxing played well. I prefer Chinese, I think that's what his civ was, over Spanish. Rubenstock did not play bad at all. He just did his job and waited for Daddy Max to bring home the win. Story of every Finnish player's life, one Max's pocket. He is one of the best pockets in the game. I mean, Viper has to be in the conversation, but I think Max is probably after that, and then maybe Mr. Yo for China and a few others, but crazy. You can see it there as well, just how different the economies were in this game. I don't know who Yellow was. He has to be a known player, and I'll try and find out. But he didn't have the best time. So thank you again to Kiwimulletboy. Kiwimulletboy sent me these recorded games, and they actually played 3 times. So what I've decided to do is I'm going to record Game 2 and Game 3. I'm going to cast it. And then if you guys are about it, if you guys want more, then just say so in the comments, and I'll do so. And as always, with all this YouTube-only stuff, if you wouldn't mind leaving a like or just a comment of appreciation in the chat, that's good. Because if that stuff's there, then I know that it's worth the extra effort to find these games. And it's worth the extra effort on top of my streams to cast them for you. Don't know what to expect in the next one. It might be crazier, but you might see it. Have a nice night, guys. Thanks for watching. See you next time.